This is my review for the Slack app, the one multimedia tool to rule them all. Slack is a communication application, but there's a lot more that goes into that. So before we unpack that, let me just say that you can download the Slack app at the App Store, which will allow you to put it on any smart device, which means you can get push notifications, which could come in handy in the classroom or in any working environment, really. Now, what makes Slack great is that it's very organized. You have your Slack room, but within each room, you have multiple channels. This allows for a large group of people to have multiple conversations while staying on point and not cluttering up your feed here. That is a tremendous positive for Slack. Now, in Slack, you can also see all the people that are in your room. You can send and receive messages from those people privately, or you can talk to them in the chat window here. Another feature of Slack is that it allows you actually to log in and you can have an audio conversation with somebody, provided that you have a headphones and the microphone to do that. Another great feature of Slack is the thread. Now, one of the problems with a lot of tools like this is that the feed gets too cluttered. Well, a teacher, for example, could ask a question as a part of a thread in one of your channels. And then all of your students can reply in here. And in the thread, in the chat window, all you see is that there are multiple replies to that thread, which would be a great thing for a teacher to use. You can also link in websites and anything else like that into the conversation, so you could show your sources, things along those lines, which would be tremendous. There's also some notification things here where you can get a reminder to come back to something in the chat later, which is a great organizational tool to have. Slack is great because you can integrate multiple apps with it, like Google Drive, Zoom, or down here we have Simple Poll, Workcast, Poly, Twitter, and much more. So as far as an app goes, it's a really good umbrella app that allow you to put in a lot, and it can really be the backbone communication application for your classroom or for your workplace. There are some pros and cons. One of the biggest drawbacks to Slack is that there's just so much. I had a hard time getting this video down to the required time. It's easy to get overwhelmed with how much there is, which would make it hard for maybe some people who are tech adverse to get into it. There's not a lot of teacher oversight. It's hard for you to be able to maintain and figure out what your kids are sending to each other. So that's food for thought. Overall, I would say it's an upper grade level or a professional setting style kind of an app. And don't send sensitive information through Slack. It's not secure. Conclusion, Slack is great, but it's a double-edged sword, so be careful. It has the Peter Parker syndrome. I like to say, with great power comes great responsibility, which in my opinion means that it's designated for upper class, high school, and up. Thanks, everybody.